Hello and welcome back to Decode Your English, the channel where we help you improve your English while learning something useful and interesting for your real life. I'm so thrilled you're here with me today. Whether you're relaxing at home, out for a walk, or taking a break from work or school, thank you for joining me. Your time is precious, and I hope this episode gives you something valuable for both your English and your life. Today, we're diving into a topic that touches every single one of us. It's something we all face, whether we're students, professionals, parents, or just navigating daily life. The topic is how to manage stress effectively. Now, when I say stress, does something pop into your mind? Maybe it's a tight deadline at work, a big exam coming up, or a family issue that keeps you awake at night. Perhaps it's the feeling of being overwhelmed. Like there's just too much to do and not enough time. We've all been there, haven't we? Stress can make us feel tired, anxious, or even lost. It's like a heavy backpack we carry around. And sometimes we don't even know how to put it down. But here's the good news. Managing stress is a skill you can learn, just like improving your English. It's not about making stress disappear completely, that's impossible, but about handling it in a way that keeps you calm, strong, and in control. In today's episode, I'll help you understand what stress really is, why it happens, and how it affects us. Most importantly, we'll explore simple, practical ways to manage stress without letting it take over your life. You'll learn easy tips, helpful English phrases to express how you feel, and a short real-life story to show you how these ideas work in action. I'll speak slowly and clearly so you can practice your listening and speaking while learning these skills. This podcast is designed for you, English learners, who want to grow your language skills in a real and meaningful way. So, please relax, listen carefully, and feel free to repeat some parts out loud if you want to practice speaking too. Also, don't forget to like, follow, and share Decode Your English with your friends or classmates if you enjoy this episode. It really helps me keep creating more helpful content for you. Now, are you ready to learn how to manage stress and feel more confident in your daily life? Let's get started. What does stress mean? Let's begin by understanding what we mean. When we say stress, you've probably heard this word before. It's very common in English. But what does it actually mean? Stress is the feeling you get when life feels too heavy, too fast, or too hard. It's that tightness in your chest when you have too many tasks, or the worry that keeps you awake at night. It's your body and mind reacting to challenges, whether they're big, like a major life change, or small, like a traffic jam when you're already late. Stress can make you feel nervous, tired, or even angry. And sometimes you don't even know why you feel the way. It's important to know that not all stress is bad. A little stress can help you focus. Like when you're preparing for a test or a presentation. This is called good stress because it pushes you to do your best. But when stress becomes too much or lasts too long, it can hurt your body and mind. That's what we call bad stress. And that's what we're focusing on today, how to manage it so it doesn't control you. Let me give you a few clear examples to help you understand. Imagine you're a student with 3 assignments due tomorrow, and you haven't started. Your heart races, your head feels full, and you can't focus. That's stress. Or picture a coworker who's rushing to finish a project, but the computer crashes. They feel frustrated and overwhelmed. That's stress too. Maybe you're a parent, and your child is sick while you're juggling work and chores. The worry and pressure build up, making you feel stuck. That's stress in action. Stress can come from many places: work, school, relationships, money, or even your own thoughts. Sometimes it's one big event, like losing a job. Other times, it's lots of small things piling up, like emails, errands, or arguments. What makes stress tricky is that it feels different for everyone. What stresses one person might not bother another, but what all stress has in common is how it makes us feel: heavy, tired, or out of control. Here's something important to remember. Stress doesn't mean you're weak. It's a normal part of being human. Everyone feels stress, no matter who they are or where they live. The key is learning how to handle it so it doesn't take over your day, your mood, or your health. In this episode, we're not just talking about stress, we're talking about how to take back control. So, when we say managing stress, we mean finding ways to stay calm, think clearly, and protect your peace, even when life feels overwhelming. In the next part, we'll explore why stress happens, what's going on inside your body and mind. When you feel stressed, why does it feel so heavy? Understanding this will help you feel more confident and less alone when stress shows up. Are you ready? Let's keep going. Why do we feel stress? Now that we know what stress is, let's talk about why it happens. Why do some situations make us feel so overwhelmed? Why do we feel tense, worried, or tired when stress hits? The truth is, stress is your body's natural response to challenges. It's not something you choose, it's something your body and brain do automatically. But when you understand why it happens, you can start to manage it in a smarter way. One big reason for stress is how our brains work. Long ago, humans faced dangers like wild animals or storms. When something scary happened, our bodies released chemicals like adrenaline to help us run or fight. This is called the fight or flight response. Today, we don't face tigers, but our brains still react the same way to modern challenges, like a tough boss, a tight deadline, or a family argument. When you're late for work, your brain thinks, danger, and sends signals to make your heart beat faster and your muscles tense up. That's why stress feels so physical. Your body is preparing for action, even if the problem is just an email. Another reason is pressure from life. We live in a busy world. You might have to balance school, work, family, and personal goals. Maybe you're studying for exams while working a part-time job, or you're caring for your family while trying to save money. All these responsibilities add up, and when there's too much to do, your brain feels overloaded. This pressure can make even small problems feel huge. Personal problems can also cause stress. Maybe you're worried about a relationship, like a fight with a friend or family member. Maybe you're struggling with money or health issues. These problems can sit in your mind all day, making it hard to focus or relax. Sometimes, stress comes from inside us, our own thoughts. If you think, I'm not good enough, or I'll never finish this, those thoughts make stress worse. This is called negative self-talk. And it's like adding extra weight to that stress backpack. Sometimes, stress comes from not having control. For example, if your boss changes your schedule without asking, or if your plans get canceled at the last minute, you might feel helpless. That lack of control makes stress feel heavier because you can't fix the problem easily. And here's something else. Stress can build up over time. Imagine a glass of water. Every small problem adds a drop. One drop isn't a big deal. But if you keep adding drops, the glass overflows. That's what happens when small stresses like traffic, a late bus, or a forgotten task pile up. Suddenly, something tiny, like spilling coffee, feels like the end of the world. Here's an important point. Stress isn't always about you. Sometimes, other people's actions, like a rude coworker or a demanding teacher, can trigger stress. But even if they cause it, you can choose how to respond. You can't control the world, but you can control how you handle it. Understanding why stress happens gives you power. It's like knowing the rules of a game. You can play better when you know what's going on. In the next part, we'll talk about how stress affects us, what happens to your body, mind, and emotions when stress takes over. Why does it feel so hard to shake off? Let's keep exploring together. How stress affects you. Let's talk about something really important: how stress affects us. When you feel stressed, it's not just in your head, it changes how you feel, think, and even act. Stress can touch every part of your life, from your mood to your health, and sometimes we don't even notice how much it's doing until we're exhausted. Understanding this can help you see why managing stress is so important. One common effect of stress is feeling tired, not just sleepy, but emotionally and physically drained. Have you ever had a day where you worked hard, argued with someone, or worried about something, and by the end, you felt like you couldn't do anything else? That's stress taking your energy. It's like your body and mind are working overtime. Even if you're just sitting at a desk, this tiredness can make it hard to focus, have fun, or even sleep well. Stress also affects your emotions. When you're stressed, you might feel angry or frustrated more easily. For example, if you're worried about a deadline, you might snap at a friend over something small, like a silly comment, or you might feel sad for no clear reason, like you just want to cry but don't know why. Stress can make your emotions feel like a roller coaster up and down without warning. Your body feels stressed too. Maybe your heart beats faster, your stomach feels tight, or you get headaches. Some people feel tense in their shoulders or back, like their muscles are locked up. Stress can even make it hard to eat or sleep properly. If you've ever lain awake at night thinking about a problem, that's stress keeping your brain too busy to rest. Over time, this can make you feel sick or weak because your body isn't getting the rest it needs. Stress can also hurt your confidence. When you're stressed, you might start doubting yourself. You might think, I can't do this, or I'm going to fail. This is that negative self-talk we mentioned earlier. It's like your brain becomes your own worst critic, and that makes stress even harder to handle. Another effect is how stress changes how you act with others. If you're stressed, you might avoid people, like skipping a friend's call because you're too overwhelmed, or you might get quiet in a meeting because you're too worried to speak up. On the other hand, stress can make you act out, like arguing with your family when you don't mean to. Stress can spill over into your relationships, making it harder to connect with the people you care about. Finally, stress can make small problems feel huge. Have you ever cried over something tiny, like dropping your phone, because you were already stressed? That's because stress lowers your patience and makes everything seem worse than it is. It's like wearing glasses that make everything look bigger and scarier. The good news, you can learn to manage stress so it doesn't control you. By understanding how it affects you, you're already one step closer to taking charge. In the next part, we'll share simple, powerful tips to help you handle stress in a calm and confident way. These strategies will help you feel stronger and protect your peace, even when life feels overwhelming. Let's move forward and learn together how to manage stress effectively. Know that we understand what stress is, why it happens, and how it affects us. Let's get to the most exciting part: how to manage stress in a smart and peaceful way. You don't need to let stress run your life. You don't need to feel overwhelmed forever. With a few simple strategies, you can stay calm, protect your energy, and feel more in control. These tips will not only help you with stress, but also make you more confident in your daily life. Let's dive in. Tip 1. Breathe deeply. When stress hits, your body feels tense and your mind races. The easiest way to calm both is to breathe slowly and deeply. Try this. Breathe in through your nose for a count of 4. Hold it for 4. Then breathe out through your mouth for 4. Repeat this 3 times. It's like hitting a reset button for your body and brain. This simple trick tells your nervous system, it's okay, I'm safe. Practice it now and use it whenever you feel stressed. Tip 2. Pause before you act. When you're stressed, you might want to react quickly. Maybe you want to shout, cry, or run away. But reacting too fast can make things worse. Instead, pause. Count to 5 in your head. Ask yourself, what's the best way to handle this? This short break gives you time to think clearly and avoid saying or doing something you'll regret. Pausing is a sign of strength, not weakness. Tip 3. Talk to someone you trust. Stress feels lighter when you share it. Talk to a friend, family member, or teacher about what's stressing you. Just saying, I'm feeling overwhelmed, can help. You don't need them to fix it, just to listen. If you don't want to talk, try writing your thoughts in a journal. Getting your feelings out can make stress feel less heavy. Tip 4. Set small goals to meet them. Stress comes from feeling like you have too much to do. Break big tasks into small, manageable steps. For example, if you have a big project, write down one thing you can do today, like spend 10 minutes researching. Small goals make big problems feel less scary, and every step forward builds your confidence. Tip 5. Take care of your body. Your body and mind are connected. Eating healthy food, drinking water, and getting enough sleep can make stress easier to handle. Even a short walk or stretching for 5 minutes can help you feel better. When your body feels good, your mind feels stronger too. Try to avoid too much caffeine or sugar. They can make stress worse. Tip 6. Practice positive self-talk. Your thoughts shape how you feel. Instead of thinking, "I can't do this," try saying, "I'm doing my best, and that's enough," or "This is hard, but I'll get through it." These small, positive phrases can change how you feel about a stressful situation. Say them out loud or in your head when stress starts to build. Tip 7. Set boundaries. So much stress comes from saying yes to many things. It's okay to say, "I can't do this right now," or "I need some time to rest." Setting boundaries protects your time and energy. For example, if someone asks you to help with something when you're already busy, say, "I'd love to help, but I'm not free today." It's not selfish, it's healthy. Tip 8. Do something you enjoy. Stress can make you forget to have fun. Make time for things you love, like listening to music, reading, or watching a funny show. Even 10 minutes of doing something you enjoy can recharge you and make stress feel less heavy. Think of it as a gift to yourself. Let's quickly repeat these 8 tips. Breathe deeply to calm your body. Pause before you act to think clearly. Talk to someone you trust to share the load. Set small goals to make tasks feel easier. Take care of your body with food, sleep, and movement. Practice positive self-talk to boost your confidence. Set boundaries to protect your time. Do something you enjoy to recharge. These strategies aren't magic, but they're powerful. They help you take control of stress instead of letting it control you. In the next part, we'll learn some useful English phrases you can use to express stress and ask for help. These will help you communicate clearly and confidently, even when you're feeling overwhelmed. Let's keep going. Useful phrases for managing stress. Know that we've got our 8 tips. Let's learn some simple English phrases you can use when you're feeling stressed. These sentences are polite, clear, and easy to say. They'll help you express how you feel and ask for support without feeling awkward. I'll say each one slowly, and I want you to repeat after me out loud or in your head to practice your pronunciation and fluency. Let's start. Phrase 1. I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed right now. This is a polite way to say you're stressed. It's honest but gentle, and it lets others know you need support. Repeat after me. I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed right now. One more time. I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed right now. Use this when you want to explain why you're struggling. Phrase 2. Can we talk about this later? This is great when you're too stressed to deal with something right away. It buys you time to calm down. Say it with me. Can we talk about this later? Again. Can we talk about this later? This keeps the conversation peaceful and gives you space. Phrase 3. I need a moment to think about this. This phrase helps you pause when stress makes it hard to think clearly. It's polite and shows you're still engaged. Let's practice. I need a moment to think about this. One more time. I need a moment to think about this. Use this when you need a break without shutting someone out. Phrase 4. Can you help me with this? Asking for help is a strength, not a weakness. This phrase is simple and invites others to support you. Repeat after me. Can you help me with this? Again. Can you help me with this? It's perfect for work, school, or home when you're feeling overwhelmed. Let's review these quickly. I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed right now. Can we talk about this later? I need a moment to think about this. Can you help me with this? Practice these at home, in front of a mirror, or with a friend. Write them down in a notebook to review. The more you say them, the easier they'll feel in real situations. These phrases are like tools in your pocket ready to help you stay calm and communicate clearly. Common types of stress comes in different forms, and knowing what kind you're dealing with can help you manage it better. Let's look at 4 common types of stress you might face in daily life. 1. Time stress. This happens when you feel like there's not enough time to do everything. For example, you might have a big project due tomorrow, or you're juggling work and family tasks. It feels like the clock is always ticking, and you're racing to keep up. To manage time stress, try making a list of tasks and focusing on one at a time. Small steps can make a big difference. 2. Work stress. This is stress from your job or school. Maybe your boss gives you too many tasks, or your teacher expects perfect work. You might feel pressure to perform or worry about making mistakes. 2. Handle work stress. Set small goals and take short breaks to recharge. 3. Relationship stress. This comes from problems with friends, family, or coworkers. Maybe you had an argument, or someone isn't listening to you. This stress feels personal and can make you feel sad or angry. Talking calmly or setting boundaries can help manage this type. 4. Self-induced stress. This is stress you create with your own thoughts. For example, worrying, "I'm not good enough," or "what if I fail," can make stress worse. To tackle this, practice positive self-talk and remind yourself that you're doing your best. By recognizing these types, you can choose the right strategy to handle them. For example, time stress needs planning, while self-induced stress needs positive thinking. Knowing what you're facing gives you power to respond wisely. How to stay calm and positive. Staying calm and positive is one of the best ways to manage stress. When you're calm, you think clearly, make better choices, and protect your health. Here's why it matters and how to do it. Why is staying calm important? First, it keeps you in control. When you're calm, stress doesn't get to decide how you act. You do. Second, it helps you solve problems. A calm mind can think of solutions that a stressed mind misses. Third, it protects your body. Stress can make you sick, but staying calm keeps your heart rate steady and your muscles relaxed. Here are some tips to stay calm. Breathe slowly. Take deep breaths to relax your body. Try the 4-second breathing trick we mentioned earlier. Think positive. Say to yourself, "I can handle this," or "this will get better." These thoughts shift your mindset from panic to confidence. Take a break. Step away for a moment. Go for a walk. Listen to music, or just sit quietly. A short break can reset your mood. Practice gratitude. Think of 3 things you're thankful for, like a good friend, a sunny day, or a warm meal. Gratitude helps you focus on the good. Even when stress feels big, let's practice some calming phrases. I am calm and in control. This is tough, but I'll get through it. I choose to stay positive. I'm doing my best. And that's enough. Say these out loud or in your head when stress hits. They're like a shield for your mind, keeping you strong and focused. What not to do when you're stressed? It's easy to make mistakes that make things worse. Let's talk about what not to do so you can avoid these traps. 1. Don't ignore stress. Pretending stress and there doesn't make it go away. It's like ignoring a leaky pipe. It gets worse over time. Acknowledge how you feel and take small steps to address it. 2. Don't overload yourself. Taking on too many tasks when you're already stressed is like adding more weight to that backpack. Say no to extra work if you need to, and focus on what's most important. 3. Don't bottle up emotions. Keeping stress inside can make you feel worse. Talk to someone or write down your feelings instead of holding them in. Letting them out is healthy. 4. Don't rely on unhealthy habits. Some people turn to junk food, too much coffee, or staying up late to cope with stress. These might feel good for a moment, but they make stress worse in the long run. Choose healthy habits like eating well and sleeping enough. 5. Don't blame yourself. Stress can make you think, "I'm failing," or "this is my fault." But stress isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign you're human. Be kind to yourself and focus on solutions, not blame. Avoiding these mistakes helps you stay in control and keep stress from growing bigger than it needs to be. A real-life story. Let me share a short True story about someone who learned to manage stress. Meet Alex, a college student who was struggling with stress during exam season. Alex had 3 exams in 1 week, a part-time job, and a family event to plan every day. He felt like he was drowning in tasks. His head hurt, he couldn't sleep, and he snapped at his friends without meaning to. He started thinking, I can't do this, and his stress kept growing. One day, Alex decided to try a different approach. When he felt overwhelmed, he paused and took 5 deep breaths. It helped him feel calmer. Then, he made a list of his tasks and picked one small thing to do first. Study for 1 hour. That small step made the rest feel less scary. He also talked to his roommate, saying, I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed right now. His roommate listened and even helped him study. Alex started taking short walks between study sessions, which cleared his mind. He also practiced saying, I'm doing my best. And that's enough. Whenever he felt like he wasn't good enough. By the end of the week, Alex felt more in control. He didn't ace every exam, but he did his best, and he didn't let stress ruin his week. He even enjoyed the family event because he'd learned to set boundaries and focus on one thing at a time. Alex's story shows that you don't need to be perfect to manage stress. Small steps, kind words, and a calm mindset can make a big difference. Final thoughts and challenge. Let's reflect on everything we've covered. We've learned what stress is, why it happens, and how it affects us. Stress is a normal part of life, but it doesn't have to control you. We talked about why stress happens, your brain's response to challenges, life's pressures, or your own thoughts. We also saw how stress can make you feel tired, emotional, or out of control. But the good news is you can manage it with simple strategies like breathing, setting goals, and talking to someone. We shared 8 practical tips. Breathe deeply, pause before acting. Talk to someone, set small goals, care for your body, use positive self-talk, set boundaries, and do things you enjoy. We practiced phrases like, I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed right now, to help you communicate clearly. And we heard Alex's story, showing how small changes can help you handle stress without losing your peace. Here's the most important thing. You can't stop stress from coming, but you can choose how to respond. Your power lies in staying calm, thinking clearly, and protecting your energy. Managing stress is a skill, and like speaking English, it gets easier with practice. Don't worry if it feels hard at first. Every time you try a tip, you're getting stronger. Here's a small challenge for you this week. When you feel stressed, pause and take 5 deep breaths. Say to yourself, I can handle this. Then pick one small task to focus on, like writing an email or studying for 10 minutes. Notice how it feels to take control. Also, practice the phrases we learned. I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed right now. Can we talk about this later? I need a moment to think about this. Can you help me with this? Say them out loud at home or in front of a mirror. The more you practice, the more confident you'll feel. If this episode helped you, share it with a friend or family member who might need it. Listen again during the week to reinforce these ideas. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'm so grateful for your presence and your effort to grow. You're not alone. Millions of people are learning to manage stress. Just like you, keep practicing, stay calm, and believe in yourself. You've got this. Until next time, stay strong, stay positive, and keep shining. Take care and goodbye for now.